I just moved, so I'm changing. Here we go. That should be fixed. For my mic at least. Hold on, let me see if I
Do some sign language while we're at it.
can.
Yeah.
Technical
Yeah.
difficulties. It's funny. Was there no sound in the other scene?
I
Hold on.
couldn't. I had my
No,
sound.
no.
Oh, that's really interesting. You have me, but I need to add. I do need to add um you guys. Yeah. No. Really? Oh, that's funny. I should go back to our break scene. uh, mm, no. Hold on. I'm gonna figure something out. Give me 1 second. Say something?
Hello, hello,
All right,
hello.
what up?
Hi.
Welcome back,
Okay, it worked.
everyone,
Yeah, it
to
worked.
the first
Can you
episode
hear
of
me now?
season 2 of the Collegiate Chess Podcast. Um, all right. Well,
Strong start.
sorry about that, but my name's Joe. I run the Collegiate Chess League, and I am joined by, well, my coworker Max, who runs the College Ambassador Program, as well as our very special guest, Jules Gambit. Jules, you want to introduce
Hello.
yourself?
Yeah, my name is Jules, and I am a streamer, and I've been a CCL ambassador for about a year. And I'm happy to be joined today I'm happy to be joining today by the person who's got me to stream. So that's very exciting.
Wow, Max did that.
It was me.
That's so
It
I'm
cool.
was
that
Joe,
inspiring.
unfortunately. We have him to blame. We have him to
Unfortunately.
blame for
That
that.
makes so much more sense,
Wait, so
actually.
Jules, since you started streaming, how has that changed your life?
Oh my gosh, we're starting out strong, aren't we?
Yeah.
Wow.
You have like a whole
Well,
article out about your like path to partner, right?
yeah, it ruined my life. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's been a crazy adventure. I think probably the biggest change is it's opened up a whole new world of just amazing people that I never would have met otherwise. I do have a lot less time, but I guess that's to be expected. But yeah, I think it's just definitely helped me discover more passions and connect with more people, and that's a positive in my book.
Like Max, right?
Yeah,
Like me, huh?
exactly, exactly.
Well, so you started streaming because of Joe. I don't know the story. What's the
You don't know
story
this
behind
story?
that? I don't know the story. No.
Joe, you've been slacking.
Well,
You don't want to take responsibility?
I've been on Slack a little too much. I don't know if you used that before.
On
Well,
Slack. Oh.
It's like Discord for work.
yeah, I've used Slack, unfortunately.
I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
I'm aware, unfortunately. But yeah, so the story is I was back in my childhood hometown over the summer of a year ago. And I was very, very bored. And I wanted to see if Berkeley had a chess club that I could just like go to over the summer. So I ended up joining this random Discord that I had no clue about called CCL Discord. And Joe kind of told me what it was. And then he recruited me to the Ponzi scheme that is streaming. And I've been streaming ever since.
So you wouldn't recommend it to new people?
I would recommend it with caveats that I would recommend it like fully. It's been an amazing experience. All joking aside.
Well, I want to know who else have you met besides well, have you met Max in person or no?
In person, no.
Not
No, I don't
yet.
think so.
Not yet.
No.
Yeah, not yet.
You
Not
know,
yet.
I
We
do
just
a
Yeah.
lot of college campus visits, although I think I might be a little bit closer to you than Max is.
Yeah.
yeah, you didn't visit us, but you
I know,
know.
not yet. But we'll definitely plan it. Although I know you, so okay, tell us more about like where you even go. 'Cause there's maybe people that
Yeah.
don't know, like what do you study? What's your plans?
I go to Claremont McKenna, which is part of the Claremont colleges. I'm currently in my last semester, so I'm almost graduated. I study government and I'm writing my thesis currently, which is one of the reasons we're rushing around a bunch on government and IR. I'm actually writing my thesis about chess, funny enough,
Wow.
for the government focus. So yes, that is me, and I am almost done with my college, which is simultaneously very exciting and very, very scary.
Wait, so
Yeah.
what's your thesis on government and chess?
Yeah, so I'm doing a thesis. It's still
It's in
in
the
the
works.
starting stages, but I'm doing a thesis examining the reasons certain states, the reasons certain nations have more top chess players at a higher level, whether it's cultural or political, if it has to do with the type of government
That's it.
or
That's
support
interesting.
systems.
So my background, my family's from Bulgaria. So that would be a nation that is smaller than
Yeah,
my home state of Michigan in population, but has produced more grandmasters than my home state of Michigan, I think.
probably. No,
Yeah.
yeah, it's fascinating. Some of the top countries are very small countries. So we're just kind of looking at whether it's a symptom of like culture. Like there's a huge culture of chess, I
Mhm.
think you said in Bulgaria.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, my dad taught me how to play chess, right? Because of his dad, and you just got to know, right? It's like this is the way you think, son. And then I stopped playing chess pretty soon after that because video games were really a lot more fun.
yeah.
And then I came back to it later. I mean, like, what's your story with chess? I know that you recently had a rapid rating rise, but were you always destined to get this far?
Been stuck in my chess.com, I see. Don't look at my last couple Blitz games, but I played a little bit as a kid. So I played a little competitively when I was about 6 to maybe like 10, 11. I was around maybe 900, 1,000 rated when I quit, mainly just because like I wanted more friends that were girls. It's a story as old as time.
Yeah.
That like everyone has a story. And yeah, I really didn't start playing it. It's a very funny story. I started playing chess again because I was very bored, wanted to get off campus, and I wanted to go study at a cafe. And I was driving past and I saw people playing chess outside. I was like, oh, that's cool. And I sat down, played with them, and they were filming. And they're the YouTube channel Coffee Chess, if you
No
check them
way.
out,
Yeah.
which is just like a very LA experience. And
Yeah.
I was like, okay, if I'm gonna be on camera playing chess, like I might as well start studying a little again. But I didn't start taking it really serious till I started streaming, maybe like 7 months after that.
Wow.
Damn.
And coffee chess actually, that's how I found out that there was chess even on Twitch. So they
Really?
don't actually stream. They just do the YouTube content. I was at UCLA and I see this dude set up a board and a camera, and I was like, I gotta play this guy. And it was during the summer, so there was like no one there. So he's like, man, the campus seems pretty dead. I'm like, yeah, well, there's the like classes going on. So uh turns out this guy runs the coffee chess channel and was like looking for new spots to play
Nice.
and film. And so
Oh, so
I found out about his channel and I saw one of the people on it was actually Alexander Botez. I found her Twitch, and from there I was like, oh my god, I didn't know that people stream chess on Twitch. Like I really got to get into this. So that was like
that's so cool.
a long time ago. So coffee chess has played an important part in
In both of you guys.
yeah
You
in
know
our chess
stories.
journeys. It's crazy how much like chess content creation can really drive people into a space and a community. And I know you've been doing a lot on your streams, and also you run your own YouTube channel, and I see you're pretty active on like Twitter as well.
Yes, that
Just
one's just for fun though.
as opposed to your Twitch and YouTube.
Those I would say I try to put in. It's fun, but it's work at the same
Of
time.
course.
Twitter, I just kind of go crazy there.
That's funny.
The fact that I'm on Twitter is also Joe's fault, by the way.
Oh no. I'm
No way,
sorry.
really?
Yeah, you were the one who told me to create a Twitter.
Well, there's a
Back in the
chess
day.
community on Twitter, and I think even though you're saying that like, Twitch and YouTube is for work, I mean, obviously it's still fun, right? I see you
Yeah,
do
of
a
course.
lot of fun content. Like I noticed you had a stream with like your mom even, which is so fun. Like I love that. I think that's amazing that you're doing stuff like that. Like it's less traditional than just like, hey, I'm just gonna play chess for like 5 hours, right? You're mixing it up, and I think that's awesome. And I think a lot of people can learn from that.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, it took me a while to get the confidence to have my mom on stream. She's definitely a free spirit, and I had to go over a list of things to not get myself banned with her when I invited her on stream. But it's been a lot of fun.
What did she think about like you like? My dad to this day still is like, so what is exactly the Twitch? Like, I don't understand what's going on there. So like, was
Are
that
you
like a
twitching
conversation?
today?
Yeah, like is that conversation you had to have with your mom, or was she like, oh, I'm aware of Twitch, like I know what you're up to?
I'm sure she's hip.
And hi friends, hi everybody in chat. Yeah, my mom is she's a quick learner with both chess and Twitch. They were both kind of new worlds she had to re-examine when I started coming in here and just doing more content and doing more in the chess world in general. At first, I think she just like read a bunch of articles and she's like, "You're not doing ASMR, right?" Like
Nothing wrong with that, right?
Yeah. Classic parental.
It's called ASMR chess channels. So
Oh
you
my
never
gosh.
know.
Chessamar.
Chessamar, yeah. There's some very cool
Wait,
channels out there.
Wait,
but
so is your mom gonna start her own
Yeah.
Twitch channel, or does she already have one?
No. Absolutely not. But she said she's happy to be on
She's a
mine. And
guest.
I might need a quick breather, but I'm happy to have her
That's
back on
funny.
there too.
So she plays chess.
Uh,
Questionable.
She knows how the pieces work.
So kind
she
of
does. I
kind of
did
like
gift her a membership once.
she's kind of like Max.
What? This is what? I'm a
just
full
kidding.
1,000 rated. Okay.
A full without wow.
Hey.
Full, okay.
All right.
Hey, I mean, I'm also over the 1,000 mark, so
We're getting there. We're
Just a
getting there.
lot further. up.
4-digit rating gang. Not everyone can say that. But yeah, like I'm the only one in my family that plays chess, so to have someone like that is really cool. I think it's good to have that kind of support, and obviously you've had many other guests besides your mom, and I know, like you said, you met a lot of people in the chess community. Like it's crazy to think that you join a community really quick, and then next thing you know, you're like traveling all over. I know you've been all over the country, and have you even gone internationally for chess yet, or no?
Canada counts. Yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Mhm.
So
It does count.
you played chess there?
Yeah, I did. I was doing commentary as well for a separate event there, and we were lucky enough to get invited to sit in on I think it was the Chess Grand Championships, which was just a very cool experience because it was like my second month of chess, and I got to be in a room with like the top chess players in the world, some of the top chess players in the world. It was just such a cool experience.
Oh, who's the
Out in
strongest?
Toronto, right?
Yeah, that was in Toronto back
Yeah.
like a year ago.
Wait,
Yeah,
where-
I was there for 2 hours. That hotel and that setup was one of the coolest things I'd ever seen.
Oh,
It was
it's so beautiful. And chess.com was like kind enough to give me a room to do my commentary as well with not
Nice.
to stay, but to do my commentary with Jeff, which was very kind of them.
Wow. Dude,
Yeah.
I'm the only one that has been to Canada for chess or
Yeah,
in
okay.
general.
Oh,
like,
there's
So-
chess all the time there.
I'm closest to Vancouver, but I heard there's less chess on that side than Toronto.
Just take a flight. Come on.
it's not that far.
I would love to go to Canada someday, but yeah, Jules, I want to know, like, you've been to Canada, you've obviously been over the US, like, what's your biggest chess dream? What's the goal?
Oh wow, the biggest chess dream.
Yeah,
I want to
wow.
reach 2,000 FIDE. I want to
2,000
get a
feet.
title. Yeah, I want to get a
Are
title.
you gonna like? So you're gonna graduate after this semester. You're gonna move
Yep.
to Europe.
A little bit, you know.
Dude, how are you gonna get 2,000 feet if you don't go to Europe?
Well,
like
I mean,
impossible
I
out
might have
here.
to do it the old-fashioned way and do it in the US. I
Oh,
know it's
no.
I don't know. Is that
Oh.
possible?
Is it?
So
Is
I
it-
mean,
at times.
that's like a 10-year goal, right?
No, literally. Go to
I'm
Europe.
like,
Yeah,
Maybe we can make it to Reykjavik for next year. We'll see. We'll see.
I think a goal for me is 2000 USCF. I think FIDE may be a little ambitious.
Depends. I think you could do it.
You gotta believe. Come on now.
True.
That's the first step.
I
Yeah,
appreciate
but
that.
we'll see. We got our first FIDE rating. I got my first FIDE rating in July.
Really?
Yeah,
So what's your rating?
1636.
Oh my God, your FIDE is
Damn.
higher than mine.
Joe, come on, you're
Joe's
Dude,
FIDE.
what did I
slacking.
do wrong? I should have never played FIDE.
You should play
Wait,
FIDE.
what's your
Well, maybe not.
USCF? Are you 1900 USCF yet?
Oh no, definitely not. Definitely not. We'll see where that goes. I've had a couple fun tournaments
What is
lately,
your
but
FIDE higher?
no. But it's not as much of a gap as like usually
So you
is.
must be like what, 17, 1800?
I was 1750, but USCF caught on that I had two accounts by accident and merged them and took away a bunch of points.
Oh
So
no,
No way.
they took
dude,
away like
Wow.
60 points.
that's
You're
funny.
so scamming the system, obviously. You're
I
clearly
said
the like issue.
I worked so hard for this.
You're like one
Bro.
of those
Yeah, like
chess.com
there's so
users.
many other things they have to deal with.
You're like one of those people that are like, man, I hate my rating. I'm just gonna start a new account.
Hey, I was not the one who started it. I signed up for a tournament and they created it for
They
me.
messed
So
up. That's
Just saying.
awesome. That's
Yeah.
funny. All right, so you play over the board a lot. Obviously, you play online a lot. There's some differences there. Obviously, like streaming online is a bit easier, but you've also streamed over the board, right?
I haven't yet. I've been wanting to. It's hard to get tournaments to agree to allow you to stream
Mm.
OTV.
You've also streamed from your school's chess club, right?
Yeah, I've done Hustlers in the Park streams. I've
Yeah,
streamed IRL with
but not a
friends. I've
tournament.
streamed from different places and chess clubs. Yeah, my chess club.
So, when's the next tournament you're gonna stream?
Or yeah, next event.
Or
We'll see. I'm
you're gonna
looking into
graduate first?
some in November. I'm looking into some. Right now, I know kind of what I need to work on, and I want to just make sure I'm ready for whatever FIDE tournament I do next.
Okay, cool. The one in November, I heard there's one in LA, right? Is that?
Yeah, there's one early November in LA. I was looking at that one.
I think I might be busy for CCL, but
Man, you should go. Yeah. Are you
I
gonna go, Jules? Are you gonna play? Or it's
I could be convinced. I could be convinced. But yeah, it seems like a good LA tournaments are surprisingly strong. Like they're good.
you know, there was that tournament at UCLA. I feel like that would have been good to stream. Like we
I'm
tried.
always happy to stream CCL tournaments.
Well, that one wasn't even CCL, but that was
There's
like
so many
LA
that
College
happen.
Invitational. That was run by the UCLA Chess Club and Cal State Northridge Chess Club. So they might be
Oh,
doing
cool.
another one like next semester.
Mhm.
But yeah, as far as CCL goes, I don't know if you heard this, Jules, but because of our sponsor, we're now going to be broadcasted on the main chess channel, twitch.tv/chess.
Whoa,
Yeah.
exciting. How
Yeah.
exciting. That's
So
insane.
maybe for those that are watching that want to tune in, it's going to start this weekend, actually,
weekend.
Saturday, 11 a.m. Pacific, which is 2 p.m. Eastern. I think our first match in Division 1 is going to be Columbia versus SLU. So,
Oh, that's gonna be an interesting
Jules,
matchup. We'll see how that goes.
do you have any favorite in that matchup?
It depends who's playing,
Yeah,
but
do you know the players?
I don't know. St. Louis universities are known for their chess, right?
Yeah.
So that's gonna be
Yeah,
really
both the average rating of that matchup is like what, 2,500 or something?
So that first week of the CCL is going to be a number 1 seed versus number 8 seed. So SLU is the first seed, and their average team rating is over 3,000.
No way, seriously?
wait.
Seriously, I didn't even know
So
that.
we're based off of the peak of the last month.
Chess.com Blitz.
Yeah,
But
But
still, dude,
Columbia
that's crazy.
squeezed in the last minute for registration, and they made top 8 in the league, which qualifies them for Division 1. And their top board is also a very strong grandmaster, Brandon Jacobson.
You got him
Yeah.
to play?
Yeah, he registered, and now their team's in
Insane.
D1, so he's gonna be on the main stage
Yeah.
playing against SLU and all
Crazy.
of them.
Time to
I
perform.
when I asked his brother said he had a 2% chance of actually responding to your text. So
Ah,
that's the statistic.
well, Brandon did get back to me, which is really awesome. I think their school submitted actually 3 teams to compete.
Not
So,
good for them.
Really,
but
3 teams? Imagine having that many chess players in a college.
yeah, is it tough at Claremont?
We have not a lot of chess players. We have enough to fill up a club or two, but definitely not 3 teams.
Well, I know Claremont, you guys have like what, 6 schools?
We do, but maybe all the chess people are hiding. I don't know.
I mean,
They're
yeah,
pretty small.
Yeah,
I
you would
mean,
think, right?
how big is Columbia?
Much
Columbia,
bigger.
much
Yeah.
bigger.
I
Yeah.
know it's in New York. But yeah, does knowing Brandon playing, does that change your answer for which team you think is gonna
For
win?
playing.
Yeah, but the other
Who's
team is an average rating of 3,000. So
top board
Okay,
at
Jules,
SLU?
who's it?
who's the top board?
Yeah.
It's either it might be Bach or it could be Nicholas Theodoru. Or they have Robbie Kevlishvili. I don't know. Their team average is over 3,000. Like they're
That's yeah. If it was
Yeah.
Nicholas against Brandon, I would probably say Nicholas is the favorite there.
Well, okay, out of 4 games, out against the entire SLU team, how do you think Brandon's gonna do?
Probably well. I mean, he's the same rating as all of them, so
Out of 4
Very
points,
respectable
what do you
answer.
think? 2?
how am I supposed to guess? What am I the expert?
Well, if you guess right, then I don't
Okay,
know.
I will guess 3.
3 out of 4. That's a really good
That's
2.5
really
score
good
three out
score.
of
against SLU.
2.5.
2.5. 2.5.
Oh,
Depending on who's playing.
okay, yeah, we don't know the lineups yet, so
Yeah, we don't know the full lineup.
to be determined. But if you guys want to see and find out who wins and what happens, that's gonna be this weekend, Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern. So yeah,
Tune in, y'all.
I'll be
Yeah.
watching, that's for sure.
And someone in my chat said Columbia's 33K undergrads, so lots of
Yeah.
potential chess
Pretty
players there.
It's a
Yeah,
numbers
pretty huge.
thing.
Well, I was gonna say for the ambassador program, shout out the shirt. We are always looking to grow chess clubs. And Jules, you're in your chess club there, and have you seen growth in your chess club since you started going? I guess since you are a senior, right? So like
Yeah.
have you been in the club for 4 years? I guess. I mean, I didn't.
So our
I don't
club
know if
is
you joined right away.
new. Our club was really just established back when I was a junior. So it's only like a year and a half,
Damn,
2
okay.
years old at this point. Like it was inactive for a very, very long time. And now we have consistent membership. Even the people who've graduated, I just went to our first meeting like, I don't know, a couple days ago. And there are lots of people there. It's cool.
How many people come on average, you think?
I think maybe like 30.
I mean,
That's
that's
decent.
quality. That's
That's
really
pretty
good.
good,
Yeah,
yeah.
Very,
that's
very
really
small
good. That's
Yeah.
I mean, for a small school, for sure. And I
Well-
mean, we were just talking in the ambassador program with Fresno State actually, and they have one of their vice presidents is a girl, and she's trying to run like a girls' chess night. And I wanted to ask for you, like, how is it being a girl, obviously in the chess space? Like you said, when you're 11 years old, you want some more friends that are girls. Like, what do you think about 2023? Like, have things improved a little? How's your college, I guess? Like, what
Yeah.
How
can
do
you
we
say
get
about
more
that kind of
girls
stuff,
to
I guess?
play and join chess
Yeah,
clubs?
what's joining chess club?
We have a few girls who are playing at my club. The ratio is always going to be a little off, but I think in college especially the ratio is a lot better than in the chess world in general. So I think it's better being an adult because obviously you can make friends with people of all genders, and that is much better than you're a kid. But yeah, for the most part, I think our college, yeah, we've had like a very good ratio of girls actually thinking about it.
Do you think it has to do with you? You think they see you on Twitch and you're like, okay, I can go to chess club?
Absolutely.
Are you the inspiration? You're
Come on,
not the
Jules.
inspiration.
I try to like for a certain. I try to keep it like okay. I think my neighbors know because I am very loud. Like I think they know them. Like maybe they think I'm podcasting. I don't know, but
well,
to a
you
certain
are
extent, like,
right now.
I don't know.
That's funny. Well, yeah, I mean, chess is growing a lot. Hopefully, a lot more girls are going to be joining as well. And like you can tell, like you saying your club's growing, but like also online, there's like a ton more people watching and playing. The Collegiate Chess League this year actually just had its largest growth since we started. Last year we had 220 teams, and this year we have 360. So
Wow.
we gained 140 teams in one season.
Crazy.
Massive.
Yeah.
Big year for CCL.
We're up to 23 divisions this season, which
Wow.
is crazy.
Okay. That's
So
insane.
yeah,
Congrats on that.
thank you. I think Mauricio's trying to put the cap command in. Is that?
Is that what he's trying to do? No, Mauricio.
It's okay. He's a beginner mod. It's fine.
That's funny. I didn't even have it open.
That's why we kicked him
so
off
funny.
the podcast. It's just Max.
That's not. We did not.
And he's like, Cap.
Yeah. Cap exclamation help now.
He's calling us liars. He's like, that's Cap.
Yeah. That's a lie.
It's
so
okay. But yeah, Jules, I'm glad that you joined us. I think that you're doing great things with chess and just streaming and content in general. This is the first guest of the season. Who would you like to see on our college chess podcast?
Ooh, there's so many good options here. There's so many good options. That's a tough. Oh, you know who I'd love to see? Andrew Hong recently started at Princeton.
Ooh,
No, Brown. Sorry, not Princeton. Brown.
I was gonna say
Got my colleges
those
confused.
Ivy League schools. Okay,
Yeah,
that's a good one. We'll have to maybe reach out. We're getting some suggestions in chat. If any viewers have any good ideas, definitely reach out. Let us know. Maybe we'll bring in Mauricio one of these days.
Mauricio's scared of the smoke on the podcast.
Yeah, there's so many good options. This is a real fun thing you're doing.
You know who else I was thinking of, Jules?
Who?
Maybe a certain Gory.
You should.
Our fellow California. We're trying to
Yes.
balance out the regions of who's their guests. I think the West Coast has been a little biased.
Well, we'll see.
Well,
If those are
San
the best
Diego and
guests.
Los Angeles aren't the same thing. Like they're totally different. So
well,
fair enough.
all right. Well, thank you so much, Jules. I don't know if you had any questions for us. Maybe you want to know more about what we're doing, or
I would love to. I would love to hear. You guys have all these new teams and all these new sponsorships. So the pressure's on. What are you doing?
well, CCL, like we just finished our registration last weekend. Like I said, we got so many new teams to join. Are you familiar at all with the format?
Where it's the matchups between teams, right?
Yeah, it's like,
In bracket.
have you watched Pro Chess League at all?
Yeah, I have.
It's very similar. It's 4v4. It's everyone plays everyone. So you play 4 games each. So the match is 16 games. So it's like first to 8.5 wins basically. And then you have a regular season that's a round robin between 8 teams, and then that standings determines your playoff bracket seeding. So it's single elimination, and then we have $50,000 in prizes every school year, not even including memberships. So
A bunch of memberships, and I bet you that prize pool will go up over time.
I
If the number of teams keeps going up like this.
Crazy.
I'm gonna
I mean,
actually
college teams, like we'll play for pizza and like some ramen and we're good. Like you're
yeah,
spoiling.
and it's completely free to join too, which is crazy.
I mean, that's how you got to be for the college audience.
That's how you get the college kids in, right?
Yeah,
They're
that's
doing
how you get the
Like,
college
we don't
audience.
have any money.
Pay a fee? Like, come on now. You're already paying a huge fee to go to school.
Yeah. Well,
Yes. And if you guys are from my college and ever happen to hear this, please show up to chess club. Join
would they
CCL.
get a
Claremont
signature?
McKenna Chess Club. You heard it here.
Could they get a signature if they see you?
Will they what?
Could they get a signature?
Your
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, my very
Because
lucrative
that might
signature.
get
You're selling them now. Yeah,
your
totally.
club might go from 30 people to 300 people.
Oh, great. Yeah, of course. I don't even know if we have 300 people in our class. So
Wait, how big is Claremont?
altogether we're 5K, but my school in particulars we're only like 1,000.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
we're
great.
tiny.
Yeah, because you guys have 6 schools, so like 5,000 people is less than 1,000 per school.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're 5 schools technically in a graduate institute.
Yeah, Drew. It's a graduate institute. Come on.
Well, they're not public college, and we don't see them a lot at the clubs.
My bad.
But no, it's small.
No, we're
Small,
just-
small school. It's small
yeah.
enough to bump into everyone you've ever met, pretty much.
What was you said your school has like multiple clubs, right?
Yeah, there's the other school, Pitzer. I know they have a club as well.
Pitzer. Yeah, I reached out to them. It didn't work.
Didn't work.
They're a little bit more relaxed with things, I think.
You might have
It's
to
more
You heard it
infiltrate
here
that
on the
club for me.
podcast.
Oh, I have to scout it out now.
Yeah,
They're
we're
gonna
gonna
start
recruit.
I won't be able to step foot on there if I'm a secret agent.
It'd be fun if your clubs did like a tournament against each other, perhaps. Although you said they're pretty casual, so
Yeah, I think it's just a bunch of friends who meet up, play chess casually.
that's
Just
fun
chill
though.
thing. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Good for them.
That
Yeah.
sounds
Good for
also
them.
like they would enjoy the college ambassador program, which like the Collegiate Chess League is very much about tournament or like it's oriented about competition, right? But
Mm.
that's what I do. Max runs the college ambassador program. You want to talk a little bit about what you do?
Yeah, so college ambassador program, like CCL is like the competitive side where you're gonna really fight and play chess and be competitive, and it's super awesome, and you can win money. And then the college ambassador program is like the casual side where like all we care about is growing chess as a whole, just like the game. And so that means like making essentially upgrading like chess clubs. So we just sent chess.com merch, including this shirt that I'm currently wearing, to like 200 schools in the US, and they like all got this free merch that they get to give out to their chess clubs, and then like put on events, and then we send them memberships and merch and like support and stuff like that, and it's like all in the name of like whatever we can get going, that will like grow chess. So it's like really cool, and if you are watching and you're part of your school's chess club, like check it out. The CCL Discord has all the information actually.
That's what I joined.
Yeah, that like
It's a trap.
Jewel started her streaming journey there. You could start your college ambassador journey there.
But
I
join
feel
at your
the
own
shirt is
risk.
shirt.
Join at your own risk.
Yeah, you might end up like Jules.
Exactly. Be like, oh, Joe's words were, oh, just like stream once, see if you like it. And like a year later, I've been streaming like
Addicted.
exactly. Slippery slope.
Oh man. I mean, I think Max should start streaming, honestly. Look at this guy.
I gotta start streaming too. Jules
Do
just
it.
said she doesn't have enough time.
Oh, she's a
Well,
busy
no one
college
ever
kid.
has enough time. No
Yeah,
one has
that's true.
What are you doing,
Actually, like for people who want to stream, I would highly recommend, like, I think college is one of the best times to do it because it's
Mhm.
one of the only times in your life where you have a little bit more free time and flexibility.
Yeah, the flexibility
I
I think
really
it's
too.
funny because
Yeah.
I started streaming after college, and I look at some of these college kids, and I'm like, I'm thankful I didn't start in college because I don't know if I could have gotten anything done.
Yeah, it's nice to be an upperclassman because I don't care as much about social life. Definitely have to sacrifice something there.
Well,
Yeah.
I didn't have a social life, so.
Oh, come on now.
But you're in STEM, it's fine. It's normal.
Yeah,
Ugh.
that's true.
Just the average STEM dilemma.
Social life or, school.
It's a tough choice for some. I mean, I don't even use my STEM degree. Look at me now. I wasted all of
Yeah.
my college. I should have just been
Should've
straight to
been-
stream.
You didn't.
Your major?
Okay, come on now.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
Jules
mean-
is gonna be a professional
Yeah.
chess streamer anyway, so
No, Jules could go on to be, the president of the US one day.
Oh, absolutely not.
Or probably
Absolutely not.
I'm getting word that that's not happening.
Absolutely not. No.
What?
Absolutely not.
Come on. You could start like a chess program for like our public schools. Chess is
Yeah, I
Exactly.
used to run a chess nonprofit actually that I got funding through my school for I think a year or two for
Oh,
girls to give free lessons.
that's so
That's
cool.
Yeah, it was a fun experience. Another cool thing about college, there's all these if you have an idea, there's good ways to get funding for it.
Yeah.
Well, a good
Get
idea,
support
right?
from the ambassador.
Yeah, well, it depends. Depends how you frame it,
It's hard to get funding for chess clubs. That's a big problem for a lot of chess clubs in colleges. I don't know if you've
Yeah,
had
our
any
chess club, yeah, they talk about it a lot. Actually, our chess club's funny because I probably shouldn't be saying this, but sometimes I feel like we have extra money left over just because it's not a very high expense. So one thing they've gotten in their heads, they're like, we really want to pay a grandmaster to do a simul, and I've tried to discourage this strongly. I'm like,
What?
okay, you can spend your money on snacks, you can spend your
Yeah, I was
money
gonna
on
say catering.
eggs.
Like
Don't
imagine
But
just a
they're
giant
excited about
Chipotle buffet.
spend your money on chess players. Spend your money on
No,
food.
literally. I'm trying, but
Well-
you know what? I give the reins to the people who are running it.
You know what I think it is,
Maybe.
Jules? I think it's because you're so used to just playing GMs on demand. I feel like you know so many. You're just at your
Actually,
disposal.
no, my first FIDE rated game, there's I had won my first round, and a grandmaster unfortunately lost his first round, so there was an 80% chance that my first FIDE rated game would have been with a grandmaster, and I'm kind of sad that didn't happen because that would have been so funny.
Oh man.
Terrifying, but would have
Yeah.
been very funny.
Um, yeah, I feel like you probably met more grandmasters than Max has.
Yeah.
Have you met
Who
Not
any?
have
in
I met that's a grandmaster?
Has Max
I don't
even
even
met a
know. I've met some GMs at Pan Am's. I met some GMs. Come on,
Pan
man.
Am's?
Yeah, Pan Am's. I
True.
met some
You
Yeah,
GMs.
how
also,
have you worked at chess.com and not met grandmasters?
Well, I mean, not virtually. I've met grandmasters, but
dude, wait, Max, didn't I get you in a Zoom call with like Danya?
yeah. Well, I met Danya virtually. I walked right past Anish, and I was like, "What up,
Oh, in
Anish?"
Why
In
did
Toronto?
my
you walk
head.
past him? What? That's
Well,
you
he was
didn't introduce
talking to someone else, okay, and I
Dude,
was like, "Yeah."
you gotta be careful when you walk past people like that because he might en passant you.
Exactly. I mean,
Boo.
they're so good. Probably the best Twitter chess player. So funny.
Anish
Yeah,
or
his
you?
Twitter's no Twitter. Anish entertains me to
No,
for
he's
I can look
great.
at his
Anish.
Twitter for hours. It's so good.
You
He knows what
tweeted
he's
it with
doing.
him before, right? Didn't you?
I've met him before through
you
chess.com as well.
No way.
wait, so who's a grandmaster that you like wish you could meet?
Oh, the one I've never met is Magnus. I've never met
Mm,
Magnus.
Yeah, same.
So,
I've met Magnus.
You've met Magnus too?
Yeah,
God damn it.
at
You're the
CCL
most famous
Cup.
dude I know.
hello.
I met him moments before disaster struck, before he got paired with Hans.
No way.
Yeah,
In
that
St.
was
Really?
Louis.
yeah. I met him right before he left.
So you were the luck in that?
Perhaps. I
No
mean,
way.
I see Nova Life in chat is mentioning Brody for one of our potential guests, but
Yes.
Brody
Did you graduate?
famously or infamously took a photo with Hans before that as well. So
I've seen that photo. It's been
yeah,
memed it's been
memes.
memed across the generations. Yeah.
Brody is a
No way.
well-known chess
Brody's also
legend
famous.
in
Yeah.
the college chess world, at least.
The
No,
chess
I
legend of
like
chess.
those all those photos. I think going to a university in St. Louis must be so much fun just for all the crazy photos
For
you
the
get.
chess.
The
crazy
chess, yeah. All the
Dude, when
chess.
people talk about crazy college photos, I don't think they're talking about photos with grandmasters.
With chess players. Hey, you never know, right? I mean, you never know. There's chess parties.
This is
Apparently they happen.
this is the Jules Gambit version of what a chess party is like, or a college party is like.
Exactly. It's just everyone's playing chess and very, very fun stuff.
No,
Very fun.
actually, I remember I saw one of your posts where I think it was William Greif
Yep.
showing chess to, or it was en passant, right? Teaching en passant at a
The
party.
most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
he's an FM and he has a YouTube channel as well.
Went
Teaches
to
Gambit.
Chicago, right?
exactly, Max
Yeah, I
knows.
think
I've met him.
yeah, he's awesome. And we all went to a party. It was me and a bunch of New York people, chess players, and we went to a party. And of course, they were spending their time playing chess. And then there were some like non-chess people who were coming. And he taught them en passant, and they were very interested in it.
Well, I mean,
Well,
en passant's a very interesting topic, of course.
It's not exactly what you think of with like pickup lines or like, fun socialization at parties. You don't really think of teaching en passant, but new generation, right?
chess.com has a little notification, right? Every time it happens. Be like,
Does
"This
that
is
actually?
really-"
You know,
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
like,
next to the move, it has like the question mark or like
Oh, I've
info.
seen that.
yeah, and you can
I
click,
think it's
it'll be
pretty
like,
funny.
this is a legal move. You were not deceived. This is not a data glitch.
I think I thought that thing was kind of like unnecessary. Or, like I'm like, what? Seriously, they're adding this?
Dude,
But apparently, it cuts down on the number of like support tickets we get by like 50%.
yeah,
That's
half
so
of them are
funny.
people think the website is broken.
Yeah, they're like, oh, there's a glitch in the system.
Yeah, like
What?
I lost my pawn, it disappeared.
That's
Never
so
playing
funny.
here again.
That's so funny.
Yeah, Greif is really cool. He actually is an alumni of the Collegiate Chess League. Did you know that?
Hey,
I
shout
did
out.
not know that.
Yeah.
All these fancy people are CCLers.
U Chicago is one of the initial schools to compete in the CCL way
Damn.
back when
I'm
we started.
surprising.
You're surprised by that?
I'm unsurprised that I
Yeah.
feel like they're a big school that would be good at chess because they're very
because
STEM oriented.
they have Greif.
Yeah, exactly, because they have
Mhm.
Grave.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And they're one of the top Division One teams, so we'll see Columbia play against them later on in the season. Um, I'm mentioning Columbia as if that's like your favorite team or something.
Well, I mean, what other schools do I know, to be fair?
You're gonna be
But
glued
actually,
to the street.
your CCL is starting to look like speed chess championships, like with the people you have playing.
Yeah,
It's pretty similar.
high
Well,
level. Yeah.
we used to have Andrew
Crazy.
Tang before he graduated.
That's very unfortunate.
Unfortunate that we had him, or unfortunate that he
That
graduated.
you don't have him anymore. How are you going to replace that? You'll have to get another
Oh,
Princeton chess player.
there's no replacing Andrew Tang, but we might have him on as a guest. Who knows?
Yeah,
Yeah,
for the podcast.
did you know he was my board 2 at USAID?
Oh, is that what they call it? USAID?
Yeah, US Amateurs Team East.
Yeah, because
Team East.
Oh, yeah.
I've only played in US Amateur Team West,
West.
That's the less cool one.
so
That's
you
like the
can't
nerdy one.
you can't really say USAT.
Where?
Mr. What?
Um,
That's the less fun one.
wait,
That's
so
the
you
less
played
cool
it?
one.
You don't like that one?
Oh, it's just a joke that USAID is like the best one.
Really? I didn't know
kind of
that. I
the
feel
joke.
like they probably just say that over there. It's like an inside joke.
Maybe, but it's a famous one. A bunch of famous, like, there's so many chess legends that played at USAID.
Like
Don't
you,
ask me to name them, but
like
oh
the
yeah,
one and only
like
Jules.
me.
I feel like Jules Gambit put USAID on the map.
I brought the average team elo down, yes.
I mean, that's very important. That
Play.
is,
Very important role.
they couldn't play without you.
Huge.
Yes, exactly. I had to be so bad that they were allowed to play.
Wait, so did you guys win?
No, we scored perfectly and we didn't win. We had a perfect score and we didn't win.
How?
Tie breaks? What?
Tie breaks, yeah.
Someone else had a
drew,
perfect?
we drew some games we shouldn't have drawn.
Oh, by like the match, the board points.
Yeah, we had a couple close
Crazy.
calls.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever happened in USA history where
They
you get
don't do like a
pairing
playoff?
win. No, and I think the other team's pairings were easier than ours.
Yeah, they should. Yeah, that's
There you
wild.
go.
How
What
they
the
not
hell?
pair you guys at the
That was
end?
the-
It must
I
be
don't
good.
know. We were kind of mad about it. We were sad about it. But
So,
we deserve it a little bit. We deserve it a little bit. It wasn't our best showing as a team.
dang,
Lots of draws going on there.
you didn't have an Ishigiri on your team, did you?
No, unfortunately.
Um,
And my elo's not that low to bring it down.
Yeah, wow.
So
Under the
I've-
average.
I played US Amateur Team twice in the West. I was one time board 1 and I got destroyed.
Wow.
And the second time I was board 4. And I actually won not best board 4, but best, what was it called? Alternative.
Best alternate. But yes.
Is that something to give?
So you can register players as alternates when you register. So I went 4.5 out of 6, and they gave me a free DGT chess clock.
Wow.
With a
Well,
plaque.
probably you were the alternate that played the most, I'd guess.
That's definitely why, because I was the
Well,
only
you're-
alternate.
It's still a good score at USAID. Those are tough, especially some of those board 4s. Those can be tough.
Like you.
Oh yeah,
Really?
I was
Yeah.
when they recruited me as what I later found out they were calling it the human sacrifice. They told me I would be playing mainly like 1500s, 1400s. Every single person I played was at least 600 points above me. So
Well,
Ugh.
so the first time I went, we did really bad because the rating difference between our board 1 and board 4 was less than 100. So like I think you guys did it the right way with 3 really strong players, including yourself, and then weaker top board.
it depends actually. There's a lot of theories on like the best way
Best-
to do that.
That's true.
Yeah, like
Well,
sometimes when you're balanced, you'll get more points. It just depends.
well, you guys did really well.
We didn't win though.
That's
That's so
rough.
sad.
Um,
But yeah, it was a lot of fun and it was a great group.
yeah, I feel like you're the board 4 that people are like worried about.
It depends on the game. I had some kind of interesting games. There was this one game where our board one, I asked him what I should play against d4, and I had 10 minutes before the round, and he decided to teach me the King's Indian Defense in 10 minutes. And that game did not go very well. I don't think my opponent was very afraid of my like two little knights like going back and forth the entire game.
I thought that was going to end way better than that. I thought it was.
It did. It did not.
It went right into the line we studied. It was great.
No, they played the one line one of probably the many lines we didn't study, but yeah.
Well, I feel like you could be a board one if you played in CCL for your school. Are you the best player there?
And I would be playing Bach and Theodoro.
Well, you wouldn't be D1. I don't think you'd
No,
be
yeah,
D1.
you'd be like D something else.
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't think I'm the best player at my school though. I don't think so.
Okay. Well, maybe you'll have to dethrone them in a championship match or something. Before you graduate. Chess bucket list.
Chess bucket list.
Dethrone whoever happens to be the best one.
All right, this is an open challenge. You heard it here first, folks. If you're at Claremont and you think you can beat Jules, you gotta
come find her, yeah.
At the next chess club.
She's calling it out.
I'll be like walking, I always look a little bit distressed. I'm like walking to my class at 9 a.m. Someone's gonna like come up with a chessboard, Great timing.
Yeah, you should stream. You should go live. Anyways, everyone, I think we are out of time for today. So this has been a lot of fun. Jules, you're amazing. Great guest, great streamer, great personality, great player. I could
Great
go
way
on.
to open up season 2 of the College Chess Podcast.
Yeah. It's gonna be hard to top this for sure. It's gonna be all downhill from here.
You say to all the guests, though. You're gonna say that to every guest.
No, I would never say anything like that to any other guest. I mean, anyways, all right.
Thank you so much for having me, Joe. This is great, and you're the reason I'm here. So I am always happy to be part of any CCL content.
Oh, it means a lot. Well, thank you guys.
Yeah. Thanks everyone that tuned in.
We're trying to do these every week on Thursdays, so stay tuned for who our next guest could be, and also definitely check out this weekend's matches for the CCL. It's gonna be a good one. All right. Thanks everyone. Bye.
Bye,
everybody.